Today on Max Handy Gadgets, we're making a delicious corn fritter for breakfast. So let's get started. Alright, for the main ingredients to make our delicious corn fritter for breakfast, we have about a 15-ounce can of corn here, right? And back here we have about a half a cup of mayonnaise. And over here we have 1 large egg, right? And we have 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And up here we have our seasonings. It's a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Yep, that ought to kick it up a notch. And 1 tablespoon of parsley flakes. That sounds good. Okay, to our corn we're going to add half a cup of mayonnaise. Put that in there. And we have 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Yep, put that in there. Now we're going to go ahead and crack 1 egg in there, right? Then we're going to take all our nice seasonings. Yep, put them in there. Okay, now we're going to take a spoon, right? And we're going to mix that up. Boy, that smells good already. Okay. Boy, that was quick and easy, right? This makes a nice breakfast or a brunch. Okay, now all we have to do is start cooking. So let's do that. Okay, guys, we're using a non-stick pan here today. And we're going to set our burner to medium. And we're going to put some oil in the pan. And we're going to take our corn fritter mixture. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? And we'll put that right in there. And we'll go ahead and level that out. Okay. Okay, let's cover that and let that cook a little bit, maybe 2-3 minutes. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. Let's see how we're doing. Wow. Okay. Now that's probably done on the other side. Now you could probably flip it. You know, it might break apart on you. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our lid and we're going to flip it right over there, just like that. Right? And we're going to skid that back on there. Perfect. Beautiful. Boy, that's nice and brown, and it's perfectly done around the edge. Okay, let's cover that again for just maybe 2 minutes. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes. Let's see how we're doing, right? That looks pretty good. Perfect. Okay, that's done. Let's go ahead and shut off our burner. And we're going to flip that over 1 more time. So we'll use our lid again. And we'll put that right on there and we'll give it a flip. Just like that. Look at that. Look how nice that is. That's beautiful right there. Now I can't wait to have a taste of that because it smells really wonderful. If you love corn, it is the best corn fritter you've ever had right there because it's got a little bit of spice in there with that red pepper flakes and all. Okay, let's just go ahead and have a taste. Okay guys, here it is. Look at that corn fritter. Doesn't that look good? Alright, let's see if we can get that out of there and we'll put that on this plate here. Perfect. Okay, and we're going to put a little cheese on top of there, just a little bit. And it should melt in after a while, you know, because that's still hot, that corn fritter, right? Now that is mild cheddar cheese right there. Really tasty, okay? Alright guys, our corn fritter was so hot it melted the cheese rather quickly. It was hot, yeah. Now we're going to add a little bit of salt on top. A tiny bit of pepper. And a little bit of extra parsley flakes. We'll put them on. Okay? Because we have parsley flakes in there, right? All right, guys, I can't wait to get into this corn fritter because it smells really wonderful. So let's just go ahead and cut it in half or quarter it, right? And this will probably feed 4 people. That's normal for me. You know, I start out like, you know, it'll feed 1 or 2 and it ends up feeding 4, right? Okay, let's cut it in half and see how it tastes. Today we're going to go ahead and use a pizza cutter for this, so let's cut it in half. And we'll go this way. Okay. Okay, I would pick it up, but it's too hot, I think. So I'm going to use one of these, a spatula, right? So let's get under here and see how that is. Wow, look at that. Doesn't that look good for a nice brunch or a breakfast? A corn fritter. Yeah, okay. Let's put it back down here and we'll have a taste. Ah, the heck with it. Let's pick it up. Okay, it's hot. Wow, look at that. Doesn't that look good for a nice breakfast? It sure does. Or a nice brunch. Okay, let's just go ahead and have a bite. Mmm. Is that good? It's got just the right amount of spices in there with the red pepper flakes and salt and pepper. That's delicious right there, guys. Alright guys, there you have it. A delicious corn fritter that we made for brunch. And it's going to taste really, really good with a nice hot cup of coffee. Doesn't that sound good to you? It sure does. Now this will actually feed like 4 people, like I said before. You don't have to make yours this big. You know, you can cut yours in half, right? And feed 2 people, right? Alright guys, if you're enjoying these videos, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. A delicious corn fritter. That's what we're having for brunch today. That sounds good. Let me spin this around so you can see it better. Yeah, I just gotta have another little bite. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Alright, let's have a bite. Is that good?